guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm back at one of my favorite locations because guess what? We have probably one of my favorite off-road trucks. This is an F-250 Super Duty Tremor, and this is Ford's interpretation of that super-size off-road capable vehicle. But before we get into this truck, let's talk about what's going on here. So Ford, really a top producer of trucks, is taking their Super Duty and they're pumping it with tons of off-road engineering to make it extra off-road capable. Now, underneath the hood, you do have engine choices for 2020. You could go like we have here with the 6.7 liter PowerStroke turbo diesel with over 1,000 pound-feet of torque, or you could also go with that naturally aspirated all-new 7.3 liter V8. One thing is for certain, going the Tremor route, you're really gonna get a distinct look, a big truck, and some crazy off-road capability, but also a truck that's easy to live with, if you could believe that. So let's go ahead, dive into this 2020 Tremor, and I want to show you why it really is that super-size ultimate king of the off-road trucks. Right off the bat, I love the styling. The rapid red with our particular Tremor, everything blacked out. So up front, we're going to start at the front of the business. You get full LED lighting. You can see we have LED headlights, daytime running lamps, the whole shabam. You work your way down, you have these fog lamps. My one zonk is, and I don't know why they do this, is they put this fake vent area. It would be nice if they just left this open, almost sort of like on the Raptor. I think that would have just gave it a little bit extra off-road look. And, you know, instead of just having more plastic, we don't need more plastic on this truck. Now, when we come across the grille, I love the way it's got some gloss black, some flat black, and they even did a nice blacked out job on the Ford badge with the dark gunmetal gray. Of course, you have a forward-facing camera. You do have your necessary tow hooks because this F-250 Tremor is definitely going to be able to yank people out of the mud with over 1,000 pound-feet of torque. I even love the way they have this central area that's got this nice scoop to it to bring air for all the coolers and whatnot. And you're looking at that 2-inch lift. This thing has over 11 inches of ground clearance. 2-speed transfer case up front. Out back, of course, you have an electronic locking limited slip differential. We get up onto the massive hood. Super Duty stamped very nicely. Even all the body lines. It doesn't get old to me. It doesn't get boring. I think it really looks nice, strong, aggressive, and fresh. Now, when we come around the bend, kind of playing on that blacked out theme, you're getting these Tremor specific wheels. Now, this wheel is flat black. Really like the design. You're looking at an 18-inch wheel, and it's wrapped with those Wrangler Duratrack tires. That really is going to help you claw through the mud, through the sand. And then lurking behind there, I'm going to have Victor kind of zoom in and show you have that Rancho specific Tremor package suspension that's been developed with the folks over at Rancho and the folks over at Ford to get the perfect damping, all four corners. You can see with the 2-inch lift from the factory, this truck is large and in charge. It makes a Raptor look like a little Matchbox truck. That's what you get when you go Tremor. Love the blacked out touches with this one's a Lariat trim. The 250, you got a functional side air scoop, tasteful 6.7 liter PowerStroke turbo diesel badging, Tremor specific powder coated running boards, and you're gonna need those running boards to get into this beast. Even on the mirror caps, you have your blacked out on the mirror caps up here. And as we work our way towards the bed, that short bed with the Tremor badging, you can see all the suspension bits, the leaf springs and everything. Really cool if you're into seeing what's underneath all the sheet metal. And then as we wrap it around out back, I love it. You have that same blacked out Ford badge, the Super Duty name there. And then of course you're gonna get nice soft release, full bed liner, power sliding rear window. On the driver's side, you have all your power hookups, plus you have LED bed lighting, both at the top and in the back. That's a nice touch. Tons of locations to tie things down. And then to wrap it off, you're gonna get that easy to use step system here from Ford. I still like this system better than the GMC. Even though the GMC's got the multi-positionable tailgate, whoopity-doo-dah, I like simplicity and I like just how nice this folds away. You just follow the steps. 1, 2, 3. And then of course you're gonna have your full tow hookup capability with everything plugged in very nicely up top so it's out of the mud. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop that massive hood and see that massive turbo diesel engine. All right, guys, we got the massive hood popped. You do have hydraulic hood struts. Underneath that hood is that PowerStroke engine. That's that turbo diesel, 6.7 liter, 475 horsepower, 1,050 pound-feet of torque. That is class leading. Go get your GMC, go get your Ram, go get your Chevy. It doesn't matter. This is class leading torque. It's all mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. The truck weighs 6,050 pounds. MPGs combined, 19.6 miles of the gallon. 0 to 60 in this 6,000 pound beast is 7.2 seconds. Quarter mile, 15 and a half. You have a payload of 2,923 pounds, and it could tow up to 18,100 pounds. Up front, you have that Dana limited slip diff. Out back, that locking rear diff, skid plates, shorter overhangs, and of course, that rock crawl feature. Now, one thing that this does not have that I wish it did is another class leading only with the Tremor, an optional 12,000 pound winch that you could attach to the front of this thing that costs about $3,500. That's the option for it. But why don't we go ahead, let's fire up this diesel and see if it makes the right pitter-patter noises. All right, guys, we're inside this F-250 Tremor. I know we've done other Tremors here. We did the 7.3. How much is this one with the PowerStroke turbo diesel? You're looking at MSRP of $81,000, of course, and I'm gonna close this door. I know Victor likes it when I close the door, so that's for you, Victor. Anyways, I know a lot of you are into these big trucks and you're saying, well, Joe, how much is this thing? MSRP is at $81,000. That's Lariat trim with the Tremor goodies. Let's see what you're getting for the money to the door panels. Now, I like the soft touch up at the top of the door panel. It's only half of the door panel, but it's up top where you're gonna be putting your arm. You get that wood grain trim, soft on the armrest, and then you have a nice Twinkie holder. You can fit about 8 Twinkies in that top middle holder, and then down below, just go get the meatball subs. You could pig out and just put about 6 meatball footlong subs from Subway. Remember, $5 footlongs all day long. I wish I was getting paid for that promotion. But anyways, going from the door panel to the dash, soft touch material. You got your Super Duty door here. Open up door number 1, put some more snacks in there, or you could put your work gloves and your play gloves down there. Tons of space, and you have a nice convenient shelf. Close that up. You need power? We got you. Home power source, 12 volt, 8-inch infotainment system. It's that Sync 3 system. This one does have the B&O optional sound system. You want cameras? We got cameras. There we are, looking out front. There's our 360. I'll throw it in reverse. I wish it was a little bigger. I know you probably heard that maybe one time, maybe two, maybe you hear it every day of your life. I don't know. But I wish this screen was just a little bit bigger. It's the older Sync system. Remember, there is new stuff coming from Ford over the next few years, so we're going to see some changes, but it is easy to use. You do have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, navigation. It's all touch screen, of course. You could go into your climate controls, which is real easy. You have your nice twist knob here to go from 2 high, 4 high to 4 low, start stop button, and then you got all your radio controls, AC, dual climate, heated seats and ventilated seats, USB-C, USB, and another 12 volt. And you got a little tray down here for some Tootsie Rolls. After a hard day at work, who doesn't want a Tootsie Roll? Now, when it comes to the seats, look at this. Lift that up, you got storage. So you could put tons of things in there. I don't know what you want to put in there. Maybe you could hide something. Maybe you have a secret to hide from somebody. Shouldn't have secrets like that. But if you need to hide something, you could put it in there. Don't even tell them. Don't even tell them that there's a compartment there. Of course, you could sit 3 abreast. But if you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that, because look, we could actually make this fold down. And now I'm separating you from me. I don't want you on my lap. That's not fun. Plus, Lori's probably gonna get upset. But this opens up. You could easily put, I'd say 12 golf balls. So if you like playing with your balls and you need to put somewhere to put your golf balls, you can put them in here. You got a Slim Jim holder, 2 cup holders, and a nice little place to put your phone, I guess, or I don't know, you could put maybe like one Reese's peanut butter cup right there, which is nice. I mean, long, hard day of work in your Tremor, why not? Seats, love the leather, perforated, the stitch work is great, full power assist for the passenger and the driver. And then of course we got this massive panoramic sunroof. Look at that. I like the way the headliner is a lighter color, kind of brightens things up in here, and it goes all the way back. So I like that feature as well. But why don't you come over to the business center? I want to show you behind the wheel of this 2020 Tremor. All right, guys, here we are, business time. Now you do have 3 memory seat settings, which is really nice. Plus, you also have, which I'm gonna close the door on Victor real quick. Watch this, this is cool. So you have the ability to extend out the mirrors, all electric. And then of course, if you have somewhere tight that you have to go, you could fold them in very easily. So that's another nice feature, is being able to fold in the mirrors just like that. All electric, real simple, real smooth. Let me open the door, let Victor back in here. It's okay, Victor, I won't close the door on you, I promise. I do like the chrome trim down here with the Tremor name. It's a nice little touch. The seat controls are easy to get to. Steering wheel, now the good news is they did this like gray baseball stitching, contrast stitching, which is really great, but the rest of the steering wheel is just standard Ford affair. So you got the boring horn button. I wish they would have put Tremor, something like that there, maybe even stamp it on this silver piece. The dash though, just like any other Ford product we've been in, simple, clear, very intuitive. You got your analog tach, speedometer, and then you have all that digital display. This guy over here on the column is going to allow you to shift through that 10-speed automatic transmission. And then if you're wanting headroom, you got plenty of headroom in here. If you need more headroom, then I don't know, you're probably about 8, maybe 9 feet tall. Lots of room. Let's check out the back seat though and see how your passengers are gonna like this Tremor. All right guys, back seat time, lots of usable space. What's wonderful is that obviously both seats can be folded up. That's gonna allow access of some larger objects. You have a nice box down here that you could actually open up and put more storage. So if you need storage, there's literally a place for everything, and probably things that you don't even have yet. Pockets on the backs of both seats, so you could put a couple books back there for your passengers, maybe a little rotating library, maybe To Kill a Mockingbird, The Grapes of Wrath. Those were some books I remember reading in high school, or at least pretending I was reading in high school. You do have, because of the folding middle seat, there's not as much use back here that you normally have. So we do have our 12 volt, which is good. No USB sitting back here, but you do have your cup holders that flop down very easily. And I'm gonna flop this seat back down without hitting Victor in the face. And then you can see how much room we have back here. So tons of space. You gotta rip that out, there we go. Hard as a rock because of these guys. So you're good. They gave you 2 extra cup holders. That just makes this a little bit hard, but you do have a power sliding rear glass window, which is wonderful, and tons of space. I mean, I could just ride like this for days. I don't even need to use the restroom. But speaking of riding, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's take this F-250 Tremor for a spin. All right, guys, let's do a little acceleration test on throttle. 10-speed drops down, and I'm telling you right now, even with the wet road and accelerating from a roll, there is loss of traction. So that's how much torque this engine produces. The traction control was actually working pretty well to regain traction, so that's a good thing. But I'll be honest with you, it surprises me every time I get on throttle just how quick this truck is. And it will surprise you. All the different tech that's in here, whether it's the safety tech, the tech that's on the dash in front of you, all the different information you get, really allows this truck to be very, very versatile. And like I said, driving it in traffic, it's super smooth and it's manageable once you get used to the size of it. That's what's so crazy about it. Guys, hopefully this gave you a nice overall view and feel of what the Tremor's about. It really is gonna take a rock course or some severe off-road terrain course to really showcase the capability, because that's how capable this truck really is. And nice to see that Ford added to the lineup of their F-250s and allow you to have that PowerStroke or the 7.3. But we're going to get back to our location and wrap this one up, so I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, been another fun day with an amazing Ford Tremor. Definitely want to thank everybody over at Ford Motor Company for allowing Rady's Rides access to this 2020 Tremor. It really shows what they're bringing to the table when it comes to their full-size trucks, and also having that off-road capability with all the goodies that you get right from the factory. You don't have to change anything yourself. It's already ready to rock and roll. But if you want to keep seeing these supersized trucks on Rady's Rides, leave a comment in the comment section. The rain is coming down as we speak, so hopefully the image isn't too wet for you. But leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rides family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Rady's Rides merch. Got to get out to Crown Vic out here in the rain with me right now. He's taking it though. He's like, let it downpour. We're going to keep filming. So thank you, Vic, for all your hard work. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.